Is it okay for us to ask them if we don't see them?
Absolutely.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. It's Friday night and live on 2K Sports. We're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. While the season just started, GA, we have a few big storylines already.
Yeah, it doesn't take long in this league. The intense media scrutiny, social media, news travels fast.
Here are the five for the Raptors. MP out there with Barnes. Then it's Morant. Then there's Dick. And it's Giannis in at the 5 spot. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
Pass to Bryant. Dillingham wide open, and he fires. It's in, coming off an assist from Bryant.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
A three-pointer is right on target. MP's got a pair. Threes now in the first quarter for the Raptors. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. From past the arc, connects from three-point range. MP's got 9 points.
Well, you know Coach loves seeing the offensive game plan being executed to perfection.
Kicks it out to Bryant. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Coach reminded his guys that Giannis is one of the most dangerous players out there. He told his forwards that anytime he takes 2 steps, they'll need to impose their will to limit momentum. He said, quote, "If we're intimidated, we've already lost. Step up and deny his path." Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Dillingham, covered by MP. Dillingham with the bucket. Dillingham's got his 3rd bucket of the night. The Raptors have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Outside Bryant. Pass to Murray. From outside the arc, Ross grabs the board. Raptors leading by 10. And Stan, the head coach, Chris Finch, bringing a culture of accountability to this Timberwolves team.
Yeah, Chris Finch challenges every player, Kevin, top to bottom. No sugarcoating Coach Finch's message, but at the same time, getting that buy-in that a coach has to have.
And here is Murray, following the three-pointer by MP. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review.
The ruling score is confirmed.
In closer detail, what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Pass to Murray. And here is Bryant. Here's Strother for the three. It's hauled in by MP. From deep three-point land. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Pass to Murray. On the wing, Bryant. Back to Murray. The tray. Another miss by Minnesota.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
Gillingham with it, covered by MP. Pass to Strother. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Smith with a screen on Morant. Murray, no good.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
For 3, Ross, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Gillingham with it. He's guarded by Ross. Here's Strother. Pass to Dillingham. Shot clock at 6. Smith, no good. MP outside. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Now here is Smith. Still scoreless. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. And a deep 3 from MP. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
The Raptors making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Doncic with the steal. Ross for 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Here's Gillingham. And here's Bryant outside. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. And here's MP for 3. Sinks the triple. Ross has got 48.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Barnes sets a screen for Ross. Didn't think that was going to go in. Ross has got 51.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Pass to Strother. And Bryant wide open. He shoots. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
MP from deep three-point land. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And how about MP responding in kind to that triple?
Here's Chillingham. Murray outside. Doncic with the steal. And here's MP for three. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Smith on the wing. Over Giannis. Timberwolves passing it around. And the rejection by MP. Smith with a screen on Doncic. Bryant's shot is off. Bryant's gone 1 of 4 so far. Ross for three. And got it! Another basket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Pass to Murray. Looking to end the run. And the jumper falls for him. Murray's got 7.
And he never stops working. Murray keeps the feet moving and just never out of control. Great play there inside.
MP, no good. And for the Timberwolves, their shooting looking a little out of sorts early, 37%. Murray dishes to Smith. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Throw it down, Keegan. Mr. Murray flying high.
MP outside. Good, another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
1:58 left in the first quarter. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against Minnesota. And here's Bryant outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Bryant's got his second bucket tonight.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Dillingham with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Dillingham. Off target with his 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He dropped an amazing number of points and went to work on defense, challenging every shot near him. What a game for him, and against their rivals no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And the Raptors hit again from deep.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
They're struggling to keep up.
And we'll see if they can turn things around, Kevin. On this trip, they can't continue to come up empty.
Bryant's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. MP from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Smith the pass to Murray. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And that's it for the first quarter. What's been a very lopsided game. It's the Raptors just dominating this one. From Target Center, back. And what? He's checked in for Toronto. Dick comes in for Walter. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second, setting the floor for the Raptors. We've got Antetokounmpo, Luka Doncic out there with Grady Dick. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's MP in at the small forward. Connects again.
81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. White is double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Now, Ross. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And again, it's Toronto with a 3.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Here's Dillingham, covered by MP. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And again, it's Toronto with a 3.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
The Timberwolves have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. To the paint, here's McDaniels. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Grady Dick.
Well, McDaniels is a physical player. He doesn't mind getting roughed up a bit while trying to score.
He's off on the first. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh. And if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Minnesota shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Pass to Smith. Over onto Kumbo. From deep. Strother, no good.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Pass to Dillingham. Here's Smith, covered by MP. Good defense by MP.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Buries it from 3-point range.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Doncic comes with the double team, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Dick. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Utah Jazz. And then on Tuesday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento.
And you know for that matchup with Oklahoma City, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll. Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Bryant's gotten just 2 of his 7 attempts from deep to fall here. For 3, Ross, yet another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Outside, Bryant. Murray looking around. Pass to Dillingham. Shot clock at 3. And the rejection by MP. Fires away from outside. Rebound by Smith. The Timberwolves shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Murray outside. A 3 ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Murray's got 12.
And this team needs to keep getting it to Murray. He is pouring it in, feeling it right now.
Drops in the tray.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Pass to Strother. Now Dillingham, covered by MP. Smith with a screen on Dick. Strother, no good.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
And there's the bucket from MP.
Another one for MP, giving the fans their money's worth here.
Smith. And it's Bona with the rebound. Bona's got 5 rebounds tonight. Ross for 3. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 3 assists in the game. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Here's Bryant. Smith with a screen on Dick. The open shot by Dillingham. Yes, it's good. Good for basket number 4. He's now 4 for 10. Morant passes to Ross. The quick look, no good that time.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And Ingram with a clear path to the basket. Launches it from deep. And MP with the basket on the assist from Ingram.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Here's Dillingham. He's guarded by Ross.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
Here's Murray up on top. Back to Bryant. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Bona with the rebound. Bona's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball. I really think the pull-up is the toughest shot to defend. MP using it to his advantage there.
Pass to Dillingham. And the rejection by MP.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
Dillingham with the bucket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
52 seconds left in the second quarter. It's good from long range.
Well, MP's right there, shot ready.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Dillingham. Good, and the assist goes to Bryant. Bryant's got 3 assists tonight. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And again for 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that.
No good from outside. MP fires from way outside. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Truly a modern player. MP flexing serious range.
Here's Dillingham. Lays it up. Off the glass. Dillingham's got 16.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. An historic feat during the quarter, launching and making a phenomenal number of three-pointers like never seen before. Only in the NBA. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
The defense has been trash. That is, if you can call it defense. I call it being lazy.
Yeah.
And now, and I know it's still early in the season. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
We've got Murray. He's out there with Bryant. Dillingham is out there with Jalen Smith. And it's Strother in at the 2. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Pass to Dillingham. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. For 3, Ross. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Timberwolves shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. Fires away from way outside. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. MP's got 9 points in the quarter. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Pass to Strother. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Toronto, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. Connects again from distance.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better 3-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for 3-point shots made. Kicks it out to Bryant. Fires from deep. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
MP outside. Fires the 3. Good! Another from 3.
It has been raining threes for him tonight. Alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep feeding him, right? How many more can he hit? Let's keep counting. Launches from deep. Here's Barnes. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's just using his strength to fight for that rebound. And then Barnes able to send it back.
Outside, Bryant. Pass to Murray. Back to Bryant. Drills the three-pointer. Bryant's got 12.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
For 3, Ross. And again for 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Pass to Strother. Screen by Smith. Smith on the wing. And again, it's Minnesota converting. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. Good! Another from 3.
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, D.A. What a shooting performance. To the inside. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Screen by Smith. There's the triple. That's in there. Murray with the assist. That's 10 points for Smith.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And that one's good. Barnes. Barnes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pass to Strother. The three-pointer, no good. It's been all Raptors. Beyond the arc. And, yep, another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Here's Strother. Here's Dillingham. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Dillingham's got 19 points. MP looking around. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Murray outside. Takes the three, and the rejection by MP. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Six to shoot. High post try. Here's Murray. And finally they hit one. Murray's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
That's a nice dime from Barnes, showing he can break down the defense with his passing.
Outside, Bryant. Outspass Smith. Here's Strother. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Toronto. And here's MP for three. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Strother kept alive. The three from Bryant. No good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And that one's good. Morant.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Dillingham with it. He's got 19. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
And here is Murray. He's got 14. Pass to Smith. The three. Ross grabs the board. And the Raptors with possession. They're on a 19-7 run. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
To the middle, here's Smith, and the dunk by Smith.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that.
And again,
unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. And the rejection by MP. Now let's take a look at the scoring breakdown tonight, divided between the starters and the reserves for Toronto. McDaniels, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Derek White comes in for Dillingham. Raptors also changing it up. Bonus checked in, and it's Ingram in for Scotty Barnes.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
Looking to answer the three from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
Launches a three, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Murray, good.
Now, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And good, he hits it again.
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Yeah, he's on a mission, closing in on third place all-time in scoring. McDaniels outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And here's MP for three. Again, what an avalanche!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Outside, White. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here's MP for and another one falls.
And that score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G.A., you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either. To stop the run, McDaniels finds Bryant. Wide, a screen on Doncic. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
He got it again. Sensational. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Pass to McDaniels. Outside, White. Murray for three. Toronto grabs the miss. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Got it up. And good! There's another.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And so it's the Toronto Raptors. Enjoy. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So the Raptors 5 right now. Brandon Ingram's out there with MP. Then it's Walter. Then there's Doncic. And it's Bona in at the center position. Here's Chillingham. Offline with his three.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Ross, that's good.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Here's Chillingham. Another miss by Minnesota.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Another one goes. Incredible.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal. McDaniels outside. Ingram comes with the double team. And Chillingham with the basket on the assist by McDaniels.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
And here's MP for three. Drills it from outside. Ross has got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
White with it. Now defended by MP. And finished off by McDaniel.
Well, you can't sleep on McDaniel's athleticism if you're the defense. At 6'9", he can absolutely hammer it home.
Ross for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. That's
the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Lets it go from deep. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. The Raptors have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Doncic finds MP. Jacks up a 3. Good on the triple.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Three-pointer. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, MP knows his angles, and he can tell when his shot is there.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And that one drops.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
For 3, Ross. And another one.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Here's Dillingham, guarded by Doncic. Now Dillingham. White, wide open. He fires. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. From the arc. Good! Another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Here's Dillingham, guarded by Doncic. So Greg in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
Pass to Dillingham. White setting the pick for Dillingham. Back to White. Shot to stop the run. Alter pulls it in. For 3, Ross hits it again. Wow!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. White goes in, fires the 3, and Dillingham with the basket on the assist by White. Dillingham's got 24. The 3 from MP. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. White, good.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Dillingham. And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And give MP credit. Hustling in transition and gets rewarded for it.
White goes in. Pass to Atkins. Here's Dillingham. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Was already hit more 3s since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
And here's MP for 3. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 6 assists now in the game. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Here's Hudson. Pass to Atkins. 5 on the clock. McDaniels misses the 3. McDaniels gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. For 3, Ross. And another one falls. throws. Amazing. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul of the game. And Toronto making a change here. Iguodaro's checked in. Now here's Murray. Here's Strother. Shoots it. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
And a deep 3 from MP. Rebound, Minnesota. Dillingham with it. On the wing, Murray. Pass to Dillingham. Off target from three-point range. Now here's Ross. Puts up a 3. Good, he hits again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Outside Bryant from downtown. Iguodaro grabs the rebound. And so Doncic will bring it up for Toronto. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And the foul called on MP. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
So that brings him up to 4 fouls. So he's forced to hold himself back a little now, which may make him a target for the offense.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Toronto. Cross, that's good.
On the perimeter, MP now so confident.
The Timberwolves shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Pass to Murray. The 3 from Bryant. That shot, no good. And the Raptors with possession. Ross with it. Defended now by Dillingham. Takes a 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated.
Good, another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for 2nd in most 3s in a game. Connects again from distance.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the 2nd most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is, quite simply, as good as you'll ever see from long range.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Raptors.
And got it! Another basket.
And he's now outmatched his own single-game record for points with a staggering offensive onslaught. I think the defense is just as stunned as we are.
Words fail to describe the magnitude. He is putting in the work with a little overtime, and this game is sure to leave a mark. The Raptors making a switch here. Iguodaro's checked in.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
Double digits for him on the glass. He's getting it done.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Pass to Dillingham. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Ross, that's good.
Well, he's been resourceful tonight, not wasting opportunities.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. We'll see you next time.
Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you with us for this NBA. And if you're a fan of strong post play, you're in for a treat tonight.
Boy, Pia, you remember when the conversation was you don't need centers anymore? Guess what? We're back at it. Two of the best at the 5 spot in this one.
And one thing we've been keeping track of here, MP's not in my house declaration. He wants them to be the best home team in this league.
And you can tell MP and his team take a lot of pride protecting home court. They have been playing absolutely great here. And I'll tell you guys what, the fans love this team. They get extra loud for them.
A look at the opening lineup for Washington. They've got Johnson, Alexander Sarr out there with Buzelis. Then there's Keontae George, and it's Parks in at the small forward position. Fires for 3. And again, Toronto with a triple.
MP being involved from beyond the arc is trouble for the opposition.
Pass to Parks. Jacks up at 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
The passing of Hero keeps getting better and better as his career goes on.
And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. This pick is mostly no surprise, but here's your player of the week for the Eastern Conference, MP.
When you think about everything he's done on the offensive end, he's more than deserving of this award. He put his team on his back when it came to putting points on the board.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
No hesitation from Keontae George. Ball touches his fingers, he gets right into his motion.
And here's MP from outside. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
George sets a screen from deep three-point land. And he goes in for the dunk.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to lead, no doubt.
Just their first miss of the night. They've been aggressive, and they've been proficient. I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Only one miss in his first 6 shots. He's definitely brought his A game.
And while they struggle to win games, the Wizards are focused on achieving what they call smaller wins, Doris.
B.A., I think this is an incredibly smart approach for this reason. You do not have enough yet, talent and experience combined, to win in the NBA. So you have to look for the positives as you try to develop your program, which means draft well. Player development is absolutely critical, and your ability to celebrate those smaller wins means you're making progress.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
George lays it up and banks it in. George has got his second basket of the night.
Excellent finish on the inside by Keontae George.
Ross for 3. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Pass to Buzelis. This one for 3. The rebound by Ross. Toronto leading by 7. Launches a 3. Man, how about that? 8 for 9 now.
And this is how he shines.
He is doing a great job delivering for this team.
Now here's George. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Shoots. And again, it's Washington.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Now here's George. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. MP outside. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Out to the right wing. Sends it home from three-point land. Park's got 11 points.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it.
MP way outside. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And Hero comes to help to the wing, right side. Pass to Buzelis. Washington moving the ball around. Here's Parks, pounded by Morant. From deep, Sarr. And it's Toronto with a rebound. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. Their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Toronto Raptors. The lead is 15. Connects from downtown.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Parks. He's got 11. Ingram with the double team. Here's Buzelis. Shot clock at 5, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. MP scanning the floor. There's the triple, and the Raptors, another three.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pass to Johnson. Sarr with a screen on Hero. Now Johnson. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Driving in. Oh, MP with a block.
Oh, not today, says MP. His timing on that block was really on point.
And again for three. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
And so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Here's Parks, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. A deep three from MP. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. So Toronto going with almost an entirely new group here. Bonus checked in for Antetokounmpo. Scotty Barnes comes in for Brandon Ingram. Dick, he's checked in for Tyler Hero. And Doncic has subbed in for Ja Morant. Now here's Carrington. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Kuminga, the pass to Perry, and it's blocked. Ross with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Oh, another one falls! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Toronto.
So far, they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor, a lot of the damage coming in transition.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Shot's good by Sarr.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Ross for three. Good! Another from three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Doris, you really got to love Scotty Barnes' infectious positive attitude.
B.A., those players that bring joy every single night to their craft, it absolutely permeates the rest of the roster. Not only is Scotty incredibly talented on both ends of the floor, but he's all about team, and he's trying to win, and those attributes absolutely affect the guys around him.
Here's Johnson, following the three-point basket by Toronto. Yep, that one's good.
Sometimes your only option is to go to the floater, and that is money.
So it's Toronto now. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
And you know they had a great plan going into that one. And then made the right adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
Carrington. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Oh, it's just waiting threes for them early.
Pass to Sarr. And here's Kuminga. Washington moving the ball around. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. And looking at the standings in the NBA Cup, the group stage just starting.
Yeah, lots of games. Remaining. I think the magic number is 3. If you get those 3 wins and have a good point differential, you normally advance to the knockout rounds.
And it's Washington with the ball. Outside Carrington. Clock at 4. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Knicks is outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Oh, great stuff, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
And the Wizards with possession here, following the three-point basket by Toronto. There's 49 seconds left in the opening quarter. Fires in the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Sinks the tray.
How about how competitive MP is? You knock in a three, he answers right back.
Pass to Kuminga. Here's Perry. "23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. From deep. Rebound by the Raptors. Barnes passes to Ross. Puts up a deep three. Oh, again! Toronto with a triple.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. We'll be right back with you shortly. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Scotty Barnes is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Dick, then it's MP, and it's Morant in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Kuminga with it, picked up by Dick. Kuminga, the pass to Perry. Now here's George. Off the mark there with a 3. MP way outside. And again, Toronto with a triple.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Washington's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And the foul called on MP. That'll be a